Have you ever just looked around and felt like there's a secret pattern to everything? Some kind of hidden shape that connects a giant star to a tiny seashell, and maybe even connects the whole universe to you. Well, guess what? There is. And today, we're going to find it together.
So let's just dive right in with that huge question. Is there really a single secret pattern that ties it all together? From the absolute biggest things we can even think of. Think about it. Picture the biggest things you can imagine. These massive, swirling galaxies just spinning out there in the quiet, endless dark of space. And now let's zoom all the way back in. Way, way back down to Earth. Think about some of the smallest things, like a tiny little seashell you might find on the beach, something you can just hold in the palm of your hand. Okay, so what in the world could possibly connect that massive galaxy with that little seashell? It's a pretty wild thought, right? Well, it turns out nature kind of has a favorite shape. And here it is, the big secret. That hidden pattern, it's a spiral. That's it. It's really that simple. And it's beautiful. And the craziest part is, once you know what you're looking for, you start seeing it absolutely everywhere. Seriously, it's in those giant galaxies, for sure, but it's also in the swirl of a hurricane from space, it's in the way a sunflower arranges its seeds, the curve of a seashell, the scales on a pine cone, and get this, if you look really close, it's even in the little patterns on the tips of your own fingers. Now you might be thinking, okay, that's a cool coincidence, but it's not. There's a really simple reason this shape shows up over and over again. It's all because of something we can call the perfect growth rule.
So, why the spiral? Of all the shapes it could have picked, why does nature seem to love this one so much?
Well, the answer is actually pretty amazing. It's because the spiral is the simplest, easiest, and most efficient way for things to grow. It's like a super simple recipe. Step 1, start small. Step 2, add a new piece. Step 3, turn just a little. And then, step 4, just keep doing that. Over and over and over again. That's the whole secret. And that's what we're calling the perfect growth rule. It's like nature's own simple recipe for building things that are not only really strong, but also just incredibly beautiful. And wow, does it work well. For one, the spiral shape is just naturally super strong. It also saves a ton of energy to grow this way. If you're a plant, it's the perfect way to make sure all your leaves get some sun. And if you're a little creature, a coiled shell is the perfect, safe home. It's just the smartest way to build. Okay, so we've seen this pattern way out in the stars and all around us in nature. But honestly, the most amazing part of this whole thing is that this exact same spiral is also inside of you.
Just think about that for a second. This huge, universal pattern, the one that builds entire galaxies,
Is also your pattern.
Where it's the shape of your DNA. The famous double helix? Well, that's just a fancy word for a spiral. It's the tiny, coiled-up blueprint that's inside every single one of your cells. It's the instruction manual that built all of you, your hair, your eyes, your heart, every single part.
So it's not just the physical shape of your body, In a way, it's the shape of your life, the shape of your own energy, always kind of unfolding and growing from the inside out. And when you really start to get this, it leads to this really deep and honestly really comforting idea that we are all connected, all of us, through this one universal pattern.
It's like there are these mirrors, The universe has its cosmic pattern, and you have your DNA. The universe has the swirling energy of a galaxy, and you have your own flowing energy. The universe has these huge networks connecting stars, and you have your own network of nerves connecting every part of you.
To stop and really think about that, the exact same pattern that's building a star system millions of light years away is also arranging the petals on a flower right here on Earth.
And that same exact pattern, that beautiful, ancient, intelligent pattern, that's the one that built you. So what does all this really mean? It means you're not just in the universe, you are the universe. You're a part of it, a beautiful, essential piece of its incredible unfolding design.
So I'll leave you with just one final question to think about. If the universe's own secret pattern is written inside of you, then what does that make you?